Alright guys, welcome to QuaranTRAIN Plyometrics, all about jumping. We start with a good warm-up though, strengthening, mobility, flexibility. First off, planks, 2 times, 30 seconds. Take 30 seconds in a plank position and then 30 seconds rest. Notice my body is in a straight line, my head is at neutral, my neck is at neutral. As I go down, my back is flat. I could set a coffee, I could set a cup on my shoulders, on my back, it would not move. My butt is flexed, my quads are flexed, my calves are flexed, my toes, everything is engaged here. No part of me is sagging or anything like that. So the goal here, 30 seconds, take a 30-second break, 30 seconds again. If you need to alternate, here is an example. You can go off your forearms and into straight. If this is too much on your wrists, you can also go with your fists, but for me that is not as comfortable. So planks on your forearms, on your hand, on your palms, or on your knuckles. Next up is hip raises. This one can feel awkward, but it's very good for your glutes, which is a fancy, your glutes is assigned, as a nickname for your butt in the weightlifting and the strength and conditioning world. So bring your heels as close as you can to your upper butt, and then all you're doing is flexing right there, the hamstrings and the butt muscles, and you're pushing and extending your body into a straight line. All right, most very explosive movements start from your core, your hamstrings, your butt. So some mobility and flexibility here. So glute rotation, so this just opens up your lower back. This is very good for your lower spine, even the middle of your back and your glutes. So all I'm doing here, you can have your hands into your chest. You'll see in a second I extend them, and all you're doing is rotating 180 degrees, one side to the other side. Very controlled movement here. All right, you're not out of control, you're not flailing. Steady, constant pace. And if you can, I'm doing a poor job at it right now, flex and try to keep that leg as straight as possible. All right, so straighten out that knee, so your leg is in a straight line. Here's an example with the arms out, and you're going across your body 10 to 15 times, 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Take a break in between, shake out your legs, rest. Very good to start warming up your lower back before we go into our plyometrics. Next up, thoracic rotation, 2 times, 10 to 15 each leg. So you'll lay on your stomach, and all you're going to do is open up your hips and reach your heel back about waist high. All right, if this is a new movement, it can feel awkward at first, all right? But again, this is now about really engaging your back, opening up your hips, all right? You see here I'm going at a steady pace, maybe even a little bit too fast. You can slow down a little bit now that I'm watching it on video, but it's all about reaching up behind, almost like a scorpion-like movement. My vision is, my head is comfortable, my back is comfortable. It's all about just opening up your hips, moving your spine side to side, warming up. Straight leg raise. So this is similar to the hip raises earlier, but now I'm going to have one leg straight and try to keep that leg parallel to the other while I do my hip raises. All right, so now we're going to do 2 sets, 6 to 12 each leg. We're going to lower the reps, and notice here, my leg, I'm going to fight to keep that quad flexed, keep my core tight, keep my toe pulled of my straight leg, my toe pulled toward me, so that leg is engaged the whole time. All right, I don't want it to get floppy or out of control. All right, rockers. So this is, now we're going to start with your getting back to your core after we do the plank. So all you're going to do is roll back, lift your tailbone off, and you're going to do 15 total, 1 in the middle, 1 to the, there's 1 in the middle, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. All right, notice I do not roll onto my neck, so I roll back to my shoulder blades and then to my feet. I lift my tailbone off the floor, back to my feet, lift up onto my shoulder blades. So now this is about my core pulling my legs up, and then when my legs go down, my core bringing my shoulders up off the ground. So 3 middle, 3 left, 3 right, 15 total. Fire hydrant. So taking some time, we're going to get into our all fours, and we're going to just work on our hip rotations. So the first one you'll see, I'm on my right hip, and all I'm doing is pushing my knee back, out, and around. Back, out, and around. Other side. Oh, sorry. Same side. So now I go open, out, back, in. Out, back, in, out, back, in. 10 times each leg, both directions. So now my other side. So out, so back, out, and in, back, out, in. All right. And you can see my left hip is not very fluid because I've not done a good job of taking care. So this is very important. You can see here now even more awkward going the other direction. So it's funny to look at. It can be awkward, but again, this is now me being 10 years out of my playing days. Here you are. So your knee is going up, wide, push back, and then down. All right. Greatest stretch. This is the nickname for this because it works on several different parts. So you're going to go into a split squat. So this back leg here is engaged into my groin. The front leg is my hip flexor, and then all I'm doing is opening and rotating now my upper body, working on my flexibility and my rotation in my shoulders, flexibility and rotation in the mid to upper back. All right, so other side now. All right, hip flexor of the front leg. You can see my calves are engaged, the areas around my knees and quads are engaged, and that back leg stretching down into the calf, quad, hamstring. 2 times 10 to 15 each side. All right, Roman deadlift RDL with no weights or with our body weight. So you'll do this 2 times, 10 to 15 reps. So all I'm doing is I'm keeping my knees straight, even with my shins, and I'm reaching my butt back, keeping my chest big, my shoulder blades pinched in the back, and I'm just bending down at the waist, engaging my hamstrings. All right, so we do that with 2 legs, then we go to a single leg. Again, 2 times, 5 to 10 each leg. Now I'm working on my balance and stability. Coordination as one leg goes down, one other leg reaches out, and it's a coordinated movement. All right, try to be controlled, go smooth. You can see I lost my balance there. No problem, reset. All right, switch legs, same thing on the other side. One leg is usually better than the other, no problem. All right, that's why we're working at it. So again, I need to really fight to keep my chest big, my shoulders back. As my one leg reaches out, my chest drops down. Single leg deadlifts. So now, as we wrap up the plyometric warm-up that we just did, and you go through that 2 times, now this is our plyometric circuit. This is your work. 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Get after it, work hard. 30 seconds body weight squats, up and down, nice dynamic, rapid repetitions. I'm pushing my butt back. It's like I'm reaching my butt back to sit down. Try to keep your chest big, your shoulder blades back, a little bit better than I was there. 30 seconds, and then you go right into the next one. This next one is our plyometric here, is beginning jump rope. So imagine I'm jumping rope. You could see almost an invisible rope there. 30 seconds on the ball of my feet. Heels don't touch the ground. Jump, 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 jump. Nice rhythm. And then you go into single leg. So right leg only, 20 seconds. You can count in your head or you can do a stopwatch. Same idea. My heel doesn't touch the ground. Really building up my calves. And then we switch to the other side. 20 seconds for the other leg. Single leg jump rope. Next, double leg lateral hop. So this is almost like you're skiing. There's an imaginary line for me between the cones, and I'm just going back and forth. You don't have to move forward and backward. On the balls of your feet, heels never touch the ground. And now single leg, 20 seconds, single leg lateral hops. All right, this is gonna be, you're gonna start to feel the burn now in your calves. 20 seconds, switch leg, balls on your feet, moving across that imaginary line, side to side. Double leg front to back hops. So 2 legs, back to 30 seconds, forward and backwards. So I'm imagining that there's a line, I'm jumping over it, jumping back continuously. Heels don't touch the ground. All right, you can't see it here, but good arm action on this. So my elbows are bent, my hands are up for balance. And now single leg, front and back hops, 20 seconds each leg. All right, take your break, 30 seconds, lateral skaters, side to side. So you see now I'm just moving side to side. I've given myself enough space. I reach, jump, explode, and then catch myself gracefully. I'm not stomping. This should be light. This should be quiet. I land, I control, and then I use my body weight to balance myself out so I don't fall. All right, last two, squat jumps. So same squats we did before, but now you explode up, you land, you go right into your squat, and you explode up again. 30 seconds. Here's another view from the side. Reach back, explode up, 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 squat jumps. Very hard to do continuous at a high speed. Split jumps. Now it's a lunge, and you're just splitting, switching feet as you jump in the air. Continuous, catch yourself right down into the lunge, back and forth, 30 seconds. Try to keep your chest big. Try to keep your posture upright. Have your arms out for balance as you do the split jumps. All right, great work. If you've followed through with that, you just really pushed yourself. Plyometrics is all about jumping, all about explosiveness. If you followed Cristiano Ronaldo, you have seen these images. He's known for explosive, dynamic jumps in the air, and he's had one of the longest, most injury-free careers. And it's because he takes care of his body and integrates a lot of plyometric training. So enjoy, and we'll see you next time.